vague hope that he's gaming, playing the con. For the heartless white folks, for some personal benefit or advantage. But there's a chilling realism, a perfection about Shorty's awful performance, so I rib him gently. "Buddy, put your pants on. Stop that chump jeffing." Jeffing, playing or employing a low grade of con based on one's blackness and the projection of the contemptible Sambo or Rastus image. Instead of a hospital broad tucking you between white sheets, the ass kickers will show you any minute now. Dummy up for me, pal, huh? I like you, and I got a weak belly. Shorty gives me zero response, and his walling eyes are like coals of white fire. I feel a jolt of panic in my chest and a terrifying fluttery quaking inside my skull. And because I know that madness can be catching, I get stupid and scream. You little jive ass, you're supposed to be a player, remember? What you gonna do, let these dirty white folks crack you up? But he's so pitiful I go soft and plead. Shorty, get your head together, please. Pal, listen to me. I beg him until I stink of emotion, sweat, and my voice fades to a squealy whisper. But Shorty doesn't listen for the pathetic reason that he can't hear me or anything else except his private hellish drumbeat. The guards come soon to take Shorty away forever, and he yelps and whimpers like a puppy under their fists and feet. I quiver, and my teeth slash into my bottom lip with every thud. And as Shorty is dragged away, I sink to the concrete floor and roll myself into a fetal ball against a frightening chaos of pulsing green-streaked puffy bladders that whirl madly in terrible near collision on a shuddery screen inside my head. I feel great anguish and terror, as if the berserk missiles are really sections of myself facing bloody destruction. The tragedy of Shorty and its recurring long-range misery for me is but one house horror among many that haunt my new life. A day or so before my expected legal release date from the house, I was taken from my steel box to an interview with a charmer who told me with a choreographed Billy Graham-type smile that a new computation of my time served and owed left me in debt to the joint for 2 additional months. I'd spent the 2 months in county jail where I had been taken after Captain Churchill, a house bloodhound, backed by city police, crashed my pad and cracked me on an ancient fugitive warrant for the escape from the house. I had expected the attempt to steal from me the 2 months served in jail. I stood battered but tall before the desk of the head Nazi and bombed the freakish grin off his fat face with the recital of an affidavit I had composed and memorized. Having no legal training, I could only sense its validity intuitively. My position was that Captain Churchill, a house official, had arrested me. I was from the instant of that arrest legally in the custody of the house, and even in the event that Captain Churchill had somehow managed to jail me on as unlikely a place as the moon for 2 months, I technically would have been serving house time. I closed my argument with a flexing of fake muscle based on the misfortune of a house guard who had furnished grist for recent newspaper headlines. He was then under indictment for selling and delivering a hacksaw blade to a group of half-corpses in the steel caskets down the way from mine. So for a dramatic flexing of that personal muscle, I hunched my wasted frame forward and arrogantly glued my palms to the mirror-like top of the Nazi's desks. I flinched back from a remarkable likeness of the wolfman staring up at me, and switched my eyes to the fat red face before me. I told it in that low, disarming tone of voice used by sneaky cops just before they stomp or kick you into insensibility that the notorious guard under indictment had delivered to a friend of mine on the outside several pieces of explosive and embarrassing, for the Nazi and his city hall bosses, mail. His face turned red to white to blue, and I remembered the rumors about his faulty pump. I stood there grinning and watching him choking and gasping for air. I went on to assure him that the letter contained the names of racketeering guards and an expose of corruption within the joint that perhaps even he was not aware of. And I assured him that my friend would make public the contents of the letters if I did not get my legal release date.